What up everybody, and welcome back to an Overwatch video. Now this is always a very satisfying message to see right at the start of the video. Once again, we've been doing our job. Now last Overwatch video I said I would give away this very delicious butterfly knife. So let's go ahead and roll this thing and do that. Who is it gonna be? Slow? No, it's not you. Crazy Eyes guy? No, it's not you. Troll Internet? It's not you. Yaromir Grunt. And you do not look like a bot at all. So here you go, bro. Enjoy your new butterfly knife. What does everyone think of these "I'll send my trade link if I win" comments, by the way? Are they 100% bots? Because I'm pretty confused. I have so many comments saying I'll send my trade link if I win, but also some of them have like specific references to the video. So I feel like they're not all bots. I really want to block "I'll send my trade link if I win" in the filtered word, but I think that will take out some legit people. Does that even matter? Because people that write "I'll send my trade link if I win," they're not going to win anything. My system only counts actual trade links in the comments or encrypted trade links in the comments. So you're wasting your time, or you're a bot. Either one. As everyone knows, it would not be an Overwatch video without a giveaway. So this video, we are going to be giving away, ooh, look at that, Bayonet Autotronic. Absolutely sick knife. Now you may notice a lot of my inventory right here is blurred. That's because I don't want to give away the result of some amazing videos coming up. I think I have about 5 or 6 videos all with editors all waiting to come out. I have been grinding out the content recently. And if you're a regular watcher of my videos, you should probably know by now that if you want a chance of winning this knife right here, just leave your trade link in the comments below or leave your encrypted trade link in the comments below using my plugin. And that's all you got to do. Oh, and a like on the video, that would be awesome. So let's dive right into our first case. But just before we do that, you may have noticed this awesome new floor in the gaming room. To fit this, we had to move everything out of the room, including my PC. When reconnecting my PC, my Shadowplay glitched and hasn't recorded any sound. So I've painstakingly synced the suspect shots myself, and I'll play some soft music as well. That's pretty much the best I could do. Apologies for this episode, I'll have it fixed in all future videos. We are on Mirage in round 8. The suspect here on a score for 16 and 0. It could be a legit score. You know, it's been done before, but it's a little bit questionable, that's for sure. We see that he hasn't really got any skins, and that he's also pretty much just staring exactly where people are with no real knowledge, because they're all slow walking. Oh my goodness, he's actually going for the no scope wallbang through that piece of wood into apps. He hits the first shot. That's incredibly blatant. That is incredibly blatant. He knows there is one up here in the whorehouse, or as the Swedish call it, whorehus. And then we have more no scope attempts here at the mid. He is flashed, so he's falling back, but I'd imagine he's probably not actually flashed, because his multi-hack will have taken the flash away. But it's down to a 4-on-3 situation. Do we have any cheaters on the other team? It doesn't look like it. The highest score is 6 for 7. Poor Calf and poor Dart, they're both on 008. They've gone way past James Bond mode at this stage in the 007. And our suspect hits Bell as he is trying to plant the bomb. And I have cat hair all over my face because there's a cat on my lap. So excuse me, I gotta get that off. And then, oh, there's another pick. Oh, and he doesn't hit the final no-scope. I thought that he was going to no-scope that guy straight away. So far, I think we can say that he pretty much is walling. I'm not sure about the whole aim assist thing, but it's 99% sure that he's walling, really. The minute we... What was that shot? Maybe we do have some aim assist, because that was a big flick. But he is just getting body shots, so potentially he's definitely cheating. He is 100% cheating. He's just aiming exactly where people are coming from and exactly where they are, and he's got way too much knowledge. He could just go for the wallbang here. Like, that's very wallbangable. I feel like he's listening to me. Is he? Can you hear me, suspect? Can you hear me through my computer? Now, he paused in spawn there for a little bit, and anyone that watches this series know that I think people are adjusting their cheats when they're just stood still doing nothing, especially in spawn. So we'll see if he has adjusted his cheats in any way. That's wallbangable. That tiny gap down into the like underpassy area. He just scopes in at some guy that's already dead. I'm not too sure what he's doing, but I think he's not too sure what he's doing either. And I feel like at this stage, the enemy team have probably given up. I think the terrorist morale is going to be super low because the suspect is here on 23 for 1. We have witnessed his first death. Is he going to get this be out bang? Is he going to scope in this time, or is he going to go for the no scope? He's going to go for the double no scope. Our suspect has no need for scopes. They're literally, he just takes them off. He's like, hey, Who needs a scope? I can do this, boys. But then he's like, hey, I can also get banned, boys. So that's not quite as cool. 2 terrorists remaining down in the lower, so close to a collat there. 1 shot, 2 kills. I'm interested to watch this case out because I want to see how it develops. We definitely have him so far for walls. I'm going to say aim assistance anyway, even if I don't necessarily see huge evidence of that, just because he's a cheating scumbag and I want to get him out of the game. And I personally think he's just got his aimbot set to body mode. Is he going to go for the wall bang? Yeah, he got the headshot that time, but I think that's because he was crouched. Just because of his general play and his general lack of movement, and if you look at his aim right there, he's just moving around really jaggedly like a robot. It's just not smooth whatsoever. I don't think without the cheats he'd be very good at this game, and I don't think without the cheats he'd actually be hitting these shots. So personally, I do think there's evidence of aim assist. Maybe he's not got the aim assist for the body on during his attempts at no scopes because they don't seem to hit that accurately. Maybe he hasn't enabled some silent aim or no spread or no recoil or some settings like that, but he's still doing an incredibly poor job of hiding his cheats if that is his goal. But I don't think that is his goal because he's on 30 for 1 and he's pretty much just going full blatant mode and he's trying to no scope every single person he sees through a wall. So let's see if he continues his reign of terror on the no scopes. I don't think you could get any more obvious at this stage, so I'm not sure how much more of this case we really need to watch. How did he miss that? How did he miss that? That is so awkward. That is so awkwardly terrible. Like this... This needs some Benny Hill music over the top of it. But I'm sure I've already edited that in. Yeah, don't worry, past Ed. Future Ed's got you. Finally, he manages to get him. That was one of the silliest things I've seen for a while. 1 terrorist remaining, Bell. He looks like he's full on given up because he's kind of camping around the T-Apps area and he's got an M249. Not exactly the weapon of choice for most people in this game. A suspect is going to run back. Oh, he's literally just staring at him through the wall. He can get through that little door. It is possible to get the exact timing wall bang. It's a sick wall bang if you actually manage to hit it. Obviously, a little less sick if you got cheats, but he could be attempting that right now. But I don't think his game knowledge is that great to even know that that exists. Is Bulldog cheating too? Probably not. I think he heard the wooden footsteps sound. He is our second frag though, and the suspect manages to, obviously he manages to, he's cheating. Moving into round 15, the final round of the half. Most of our terrorists holding around the top mid area. They've been doing this a lot, but it has really not been going too well for them, and that's because our suspect is cheating his face off. So he's got 1 frag. Moving on to the second frag. I don't think that's a legit flick. I honestly think he's got his aimbot set to body mode and he's just activating it every time and just flicking to the body. Yeah, there was the last shot. I'm pretty sure that hit and pretty sure that was a body shot. So I am going to say evidence beyond a reasonable doubt for both aim and vision. Didn't see any external, didn't really see any griefing unless you count shooting people through walls. Moving on to our second case, which is once again on exactly the same map. Kind of boring. Mirage in round 5. Our suspect, okay, he's actually on 2 for 3. So this might be a little bit more of an interesting case because he's not gone like full blatant mode and he might be cheating and just trying to hide it. He can hear the guy up here at mid window firing off those M4A1S silence shots, so he gets that nice pick on the guy in window. Octopus, moving on, he's got the PP Bison, which is a interesting weapon to have considering his team is basically on a full buy. I mean, there's 1 Galil there, but everyone else has got orbs and AKs, so I'm not too sure what he's doing. He was trying to find his way in the smoke there, but now he's decided to move back up with the bomb and then push onto the B site through the apps area, which is currently a little bit smoked, not perfectly smoked. There's a tiny gap in that, you can see through it, but there's only 1 counter-terrorist remaining holding the B site. So let's see how much knowledge he has. He is actually checking angles, which is good. His movement does look a little bit strange. Okay, maybe that was just because he was trying to pick up the M4, but why didn't he pick up the M4? He picked up the M4 and then he swapped it back to the PP Bison. What's he doing? Did his team report him for griefing because he's just bisoning every single round? He appears to have exactly the same strat here, making his way slowly through the under area, and then he's going to use the bench. to jump into the mid window, but unfortunately did not clock the fact that Bell was going to dome him in the back of the head. And then we have Cyclone blocking the door a little bit for our suspect. Once again, they're moving towards the B area with the bomb, and once again, suspect with the PP Bison pushing the lower underpass area of this middle. Puffin in the mid window. Okay, he did actually see him before he shot. He wasn't just wildly shooting there at a wall and connector. But I'm starting to think maybe the suspect isn't actually cheating. And this could be an interesting, unique case where we don't just see like a blatant wall hacker. We possibly see someone griefing if he's buying like a PP Bison every single round. Quite a few counter-terrorists holding the B site. Oh, is this it? We see him staring at the ground. We see him spinning. Is this the moment he decided, I've got domed with a PP Bison so many times? It is time. It is time to toggle on my rage cheats. Get the scout, look at the floor, and then boom, one tap everyone. That is what I'm expecting. I genuinely thought this... I knew it. I'm so disappointed in you, suspect. I'm so disappointed. I thought this was going to be a case where we didn't have a blatant cheater. And yet here you are, looking at the ground, wall-banging absolutely everybody in the head with a scout. I'm not going to end this case just yet. I'm not going to skip it forward and try and get a new one, even though this is like an open and shut case. It's very, very obvious that this guy is aimbotting and using some kind of multi-hack. Definitely other. I'm going to tick other for this one for sure as well, because it's all part of his hack. He's looking at the ground. Do you know what I mean? But the reason I'm not skipping this case forward straight away... Oh, is he going to die by the molly? Thought he might have died by the molly there. 19 HP working his way around the molly. Actually dies by Octopus hiding in spawn. I am interested in whether he causes the other team to toggle. They're all rushing the lower A area. Doesn't look like anyone is toggling from the other team. Looks like just one really blatant cheater versus 5 legit people, or people that don't want to rage hack and don't want to get banned or overwatched. Oh my goodness! While I was trying to get more latte hair off my face, thanks latte, he's on my lap by the way, we actually had the suspect's teammate toggle on, basically, and just one-tap absolutely everybody. So I don't think the suspect is the only person in this game that's cheating. Unfortunately, nobody from the counter-terrorist team is cheating, otherwise this would be considerably more interesting. But someone on the terrorist team, probably someone he's queuing with, is also cheating. He just literally cleared everyone with one-tap AKs. This is interesting, down to a 2-on-3 situation. Our suspect working through the apps area, and Nautilus once again getting those headshots. That is all we get to see, but that was evident to me that that guy should definitely be banned. Get him out of here! And because I'm a little bit bored waiting for a new case, guess what I've just done? 3 weapon case 1s. These are literally so expensive each, they're like $30 or so. But that means 3 shots at Case Hardened Blue Gem, or maybe an Orc Lightning Strike in Factory New Stat Track. In fact, a lot of these weapons in here are really, really good and really, really expensive, which probably explains the price of the case. First up, it's going to be the Orc Wings. And I see that we have already got another Overwatch case, which is epic, but it's not going to stop me from opening these last 2 cases. Blue Gem. Oh, I saw a Hypnotic Blue Gem. That's what I'm after from these cases. Oh, MP7 Skull. I wouldn't even be very upset at like an old school knife. Something like a nice Stat Track Factory New Karambit Fade, my favorite knife of all time. Stop. No Dark Water for us. And all we get is terrible blues. So moving on to our next case. And look what an absolute legend my housemate is. He just got me this amazing Subway, by the way. Non-sponsored, definitely not sponsored whatsoever. And our last case, very disappointing. I thought we'd be in for some kind of exciting epic case where somebody maybe had some expensive skins and was trying to hide the fact that they were cheating. Apparently there's a lot of those in the game at the moment. But instead we just have a very blatant rage hacker toggler. I don't know why these cases are even bothered to put in the Overwatch system, because they should be automatically filtered. The game should be able to detect that if someone is looking at the ground like this, spinning, and one-shotting everybody instantly through a wall, I feel like that should be an auto-detection. Shouldn't have to be me manually sitting here saying, yes, it's very obvious that this guy is cheating, because the system should already see that it's very obvious that this guy is cheating. It's a real shame that Valve's anti-cheat is so bad, and it lets people get away with cheats like this. I believe in a game like Valorant, if someone just started rage toggling the system would automatically pick it up and they'd literally get instantly banned, and you see that whole screen that happens. It says hacker detected, match cancelled. That's exactly what should happen on CSGO. And I believe that is part of the reason why they're trying to implement new anti-cheat features. They're probably about 5 years too late on that one, but better late than never. Unfortunately, the anti-cheat measures that they are beta testing at the moment are absolute garbage, and they were bypassed within the first 15 minutes of release, and our counter-terrorists seem to all be grouped up in is that spawn? Are they all in spawn? Can't really see anything visually from our suspect apart from the floor, but that's it. Wallbangs with the auto sniper for days. One thing I didn't check because I got a little too distracted by my amazing subway is the fact that our suspect is not the top fragger in this game. Puffin is the top fragger on 49 for 12. And that means they probably had a rage hacker toggle boy way before the terrorists even had this guy, who just decided to turn on Enrage Toggle in retaliation. So this case that I thought was a little boring has actually turned into an interesting case, with Puffin here with the scout wallbanging most of the terrorists, but I don't think the scout is much match for the auto sniper. The terrorist, there we go, see? The terrorist auto sniper versus the scout, it's a lot more forgiving. If you miss a shot, you can just take another one. And with the scout, if your cheat doesn't get it exactly right, he's got no one else to worry about now on the CT team, really. So he should be able to just clear the rest of these with ease. One final CT remaining. I think he's going to give the kill to his teammate. Oh, what a generous guy, sharing the frags around. If I just looked at the scores and didn't realize that this was an Overwatch case and people were cheating, I'd be like, there's two pros in this game. One's on the CT team and one's on the T team. But that is not the case whatsoever. Everybody on the terrorist team is just following in our suspect like he's leading the charge, and he's bringing the cavalry with him. He's the flag. He's got the flag at the front like, let's go boys. And they're all just staying behind him and letting him do all the tough work, which I'm not too surprised about. If I was playing a cheater on the other team as well, then I would be doing exactly the same. Most of the CTs are staying in spawn or around the spawn area. It's going to be very hard for them to... Oh, Puffin getting the first shot with the auto sniper. Puffin has actually opted for the auto sniper instead of the scout. This is like an epic 1v1. I can tell by the minimap who gets the angle first, who gets the peak angle that they're able to shoot, and whose cheat is the fastest. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Puffin? Is it going to be the suspect? Puffin! Puffin won that one. If the terrorists keep carrying on this tactic, where they actually take a site, manage to get the bomb down, and then defend it a little bit, kind of like the game is actually meant to be played, then they might actually end up winning this. Puffin going huge. I feel like our suspect's had enough now, and he's gone like full spin, super spin mode. That was the fastest spinning I've seen from the suspect. The frustrating thing about this game is when you're in a situation like this, Puffin taking him out once again, and the suspect having to resort to the scout, which is definitely not as good as the auto sniper. When you are legit playing in a game like this, and then you have a cheater on your team and you have a cheater on the enemy team, which I feel is pretty common nowadays. Puffin absolutely destroying them once again. He's definitely got the better cheat. Then there's nothing really that you can do. All you got to do is follow in the cavalry or just sit in spawn, which is exactly what both of these teams are displaying. The terrorists are going for a B take. This is mainly me just looking at the minimap the entire time, which is an interesting case because you can't see anything else. We have Puffin, who is waiting on the edge to try and get some kind of nice angle. Oh, the suspect finally gets the angle on him. I think there's an advantage if you're sat there stationary holding an angle, as opposed... Oh, that's dirty. As opposed to if you're moving and then trying to get the shot while moving. So if you're stationary holding the angle, I think you're always going to have the advantage. We have seen a suspect stationary holding the angle and then still losing. And we don't even get to see the end of that game and who won. So all we can do is put evidence beyond a reasonable doubt for all of it, submit our verdict, and hope that guy gets banned. Hopefully the guy on the other team gets banned too. Well, all of our cases today were just blatant cheaters, which is a little bit boring. But hopefully in our next video, we can catch some people risking some things instead of just getting on free accounts and rage toggling. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Good luck in the giveaway. Remember, this very sexy bayonet Autotronic is up for grabs, and I will see all of you in the next video, guys. Take it easy. Peace.